I wanted to get back into the swing of things. I also don't have any notebook with me. I apparently left all my notebooks at home, or they're in a box somewhere, and I just haven't gotten to it yet. Because I still have. It's surprising how much shit you own. So I don't know what the boxes are. I'm going off the wiki, fallout.fam.com. I thought something nice, a fan favorite. My roommate Chris and I have been going on these long tangents of just who would be best for the wasteland in New Vegas. Chris is a massive fan of New Vegas, and we'll talk about the influence of Includia and the and how I think what would happen toward the end of the events of Fallout New Vegas, and how at the end of it all, Includia would most likely become the new Kaiser, but that's an entire different episode for another day.
It's a different episode.
But when we were driving around today, I kind of just looked at him and I said, we're going to do the lore on Rex, the Robo-Dog from The King. So I thought that would be fun because people like dogs. Ha ha.
Of course.
So his little...
And for people that don't like dogs, at least you get to kill one in that quest.
Yeah. So Rex is a Mark III Cyberhound Leo support model, serial number B955883, known to the people of Freeside as Rex, the cyber dog. He is owned by the king and suffers from neural degradation as a result of his aging brain. Now, you do get Rex as a companion.
Turning to mush.
Sorry?
Brains just turn into goop.
Yeah, he. What I like here, and Chris and I were talking about this in the car. Rex is a Denver City Police Department. Has an affiliation with the Denver City Police Department pre-war, Dogtown. I didn't mean to make this a Colorado thing. My bad.
It's kind of cool though.
Yeah. And then Kaiser formerly, which we'll get into a little bit later, and the King, and then the Courier. The Courier will be able to use Rex, and he also has his own card, the 5 of Spades, and you get him, like I said, with the King. He's technically 209 years old. I don't know if that's dog years or if that's human years. I'm going to guess it's human years.
I'm going to assume human years, yeah.
What was it, 7 years for a dog?
Mm-hmm.
Google this. Type in 7 times 209. I want to see how old this boy is. This good boy. Haha.
1,463 dog years.
Do you think you could teach him new tricks?
Oh, for sure.
Cool. Part German Shepherd, Rex is a Cyberhound Mark III Leo, which stands for Law Enforcement Officer, a support model that has been around since the pre-war times. He was born as a regular dog in 2072 and served in the Denver Police Department. Sometime before the war, he was cybernetically enhanced and turned into the Cyberdog with the serial number that I mentioned before. Although the circumstances of his cybernetic alterations remain unknown, he survived the destruction of Denver and the harsh wastelands, eventually becoming Kaiser's companion for a time, but was lost in battle. He later reached Freeside, where he came under the ownership of the King, who loves him dearly. Rex does not like rats or hats, according to the King. The King says he dislikes The King says his dislike of hats come from the fact that it rhymes with rat. In recent years, Rex...
Can't argue there.
In recent years, Rex's brain has been degenerating, and Rex has been slowly dying. The King has contacted the followers of the Apocalypse, seeing if they can do anything to help Rex, but they do not have the capabilities to perform brain surgery, nor the knowledge of cybernetics that is needed. However, the followers do know that Dr. Henry in Jacobstown has the expertise and is likely Rex's last hope.
Man, when I said fuck 12, I didn't mean Rex.
No, fuck 12.
But he's a good boy.
He's a good boy, yeah, but, you know.
Yeah.
He's a what do you call it?
He's a cop, damn.
Is this an entry about a dog or a pig?
But
So you can replace Rex's brain to prevent him from his neurodegradation. There's several brains. I'm sure that they're going to be here. I'm going to go over the ones that you can trade them with. But the courier chooses, if the courier chooses to examine Rex closely, he will discover that Rex has a weathered painting of a bull on his side, which is Caesar's Legion. I'm not sure if it says it here on the wiki. I read through it quick, but I might have missed it. Chris was telling me earlier that if you take him to the dude at Caesar's Legion camp that is like the Houndsmaster, where Lupa is, you bring him there and it's like, that looks like Caesar's dog.
that's kind of cool.
Yeah.
Did you read the one about the Wild Wasteland trait that involves Rex?
I did not.
It's really cool.
You want to read it for the class?
Yes, I do. If the player has the Wild Wasteland trait, Rex will say "Aroo" at the courier at a random time. The courier can then ask if Jimmy has fallen down a well. This is random and does not always happen. This adds the location of Jimmy's well to the map. Down in the well, the courier will be confronted by a mole rat, and there will be a skeleton. Next to him, there's a rare BB gun, 2 tins of BBs, a super stim, and a rawhide cowboy hat, which is of course a reference to Lassie.
Wow. That's never happened to me.
Yeah, I always take Wild Wasteland, but I've never had that happen. That's so funny. I really like that. Did Jimmy fall down the well, boy?
If Rex dies, the king will have... This is just some quick notes. If Rex dies, the king will have a few solemn words about his passing. If the courier has a hat equipped when he first talks to Rex, he'll start barking at them because of his hatred for hats. He will continue barking if the courier or the other companion is still wearing a hat. He's not affected by pulse weapons.
Huh.
It appears that Rex will not attack giant rats or mole rats if the courier has the Animal Friend perk. Likewise, despite his apparent hatred for rats, he won't attack Snuffles at Sloan or the occasional non-hostile rat running around Freeside.
If you have him as a companion and go to recruit Arcade Ganon, Arcade will say, a courier, a doctor, and a cybernetic dog. Maybe we can open an act at the top.
He barks at other people if he sees them wearing a hat. That's really funny. I've never noticed that.
I've never noticed that.
Huh.
I would have loved to be the person to program that. Just like, does that person have a hat? Ruh, ruh, ruh. Rex is Latin for king.
Huh.
Which, like, relates to the kings. Oh, that's really funny.
And then also Kaiser.
Yeah.
That's about everything on Rex.
Yeah, there's a whole slew of bugs that come alongside with Rex, but I don't want to read these.
Yeah.
Look at all these.
When Rex is ordered to return to the 38, he's just not going to be there. Yeah, there's a lot. He just loses health randomly. For some reason, Rex may just randomly die, even outside of hardcore mode.
I've never had that problem.
Wait, hold on. While in combat with an enemy, shooting Rex may cause the game to freeze. Sometimes the people around you in a location will attack Rex if he's unconscious. They will not be hostile to you. Only Rex. Fast traveling will stop the attacks for a while, but not indefinitely.
Oh my god.
When you tell him to go to the 38, he might appear next to the king. Like, what if you're done the king quest line, and you just have nothing you want to do, and it's just like, I'm never gonna go back to the king. Like, I have no reason to go back to the king. But that's Rex. That's a little bit of lore for everybody.
That's our little robo dog.
Yeah.
You would have thought that there would have been a section about the different brains.
Actually, hold on, we're not done.
Oh, there is a little section about brains.
Hold on, we're not done. I lied to you. We're going to talk a little bit about... We're just because I feel like we should. It's so important to Rex, and I don't feel like we're ever going to talk about it in this much depth ever again. The quest ain't nothing but...
Don't talk about the quest.
Yeah, ain't nothing but Hound Dog, which is based off the Elvis song. It says companion quest. You talk to the king in Freeside and ask him about Rex, and he'll explain that something is seriously wrong with him. He'll request the courier visit Julie Farkas at the Old Norman Fort, and she'll tell him that there is a man named Doc Henry in Jacobstown who can help. The first brain that you can collect is at Gibson's scrapyard. She'll have 700 taps for Ray's brain. The second brain is at a fiend camp near the Poseidon gas station.
That's Violetta, right?
Yes. This is including Violetta, a boss guard dog. Her master's name is Violet. They must be killed to acquire the brain. And the third is at the fort with Kaisar, to which access is granted to the render unto Kaisar, talk to Anthony about Lupa, and eventually about a brain for Rex. Anthony will then ask for Lupa to be given an honorable death. One must fight Lupa in the arena with only a machete and no armor. Your reward, Lupa's brain. Choosing to end.
That's kind of a cool one. I've never done that.
You get if you take the Ray from Old Lady Gibson, you get Faithful Protector, increasing the attack damage to 25%. If you take Violetta's brain, you get the Unshakable Tracker, which gives you plus 50 movement speed. And if you take Lupa's brain, you get Blood of the Legion, increasing the damage threshold by 10 DT.
I've never done Lupa's, but I've done the other two.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I barely ever do Caesar runs.
Yeah, I know. It's sad. It's sad. I love Legion. There's apparently...
I will do a Caesar run eventually.
Chris and I were talking about New Vegas, and he was telling me that he's playing currently a Kaisar run, and you can fight in the arena.
Really?
Like, outside of fighting Benny. Like, he went to go fight in the arena, but because he's playing a woman, he's like, a woman will never fight under Kaisar's reign in the arena.
Did he fight anyway?
I don't think so. I don't think you can if you're a woman.
That's fucked up.
Yeah, so that's Rex. That's everybody's favorite good little boy, Rex.